Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everybody, welcome again to our channel Splendor English. In this episode we are going to find out what the four types of sentence structure are and how to differentiate among them. Are you ready? Let's go! There are four types of sentence structure: the simple sentence, the compound sentence, the complex sentence, and the compound complex sentence. Let's start with the simple sentence, which is also called the independent clause. A simple sentence has a subject and a verb and expresses a complete idea or meaning. Look at this example. John likes chicken. Here we have the subject, John, a verb, likes, and an object, chicken. A simple sentence may include adverbs, adjectives, direct and indirect objects, prepositional phrases, and compound subjects and verbs, but not adjectival or adverbial clauses. Let's study these examples together. Sarah cooks dinner for us. We have a subject, which is Sarah, a verb, cooks. We have an object, dinner, and we have a prepositional phrase, for us. We could have a compound subject like this example. Sarah and Lily usually cook together. Sarah and Lily here represents a compound subject. We also have a verb and two adverbs. There may be a compound verb like this one. Lily cooks and cleans at the weekends. Here we have cooks and cleans, and this is a compound verb. And we also have a subject and the rest of the sentence. We may have a compound subject and a compound verb in one sentence at the same time. Sarah and Lily cook and clean for their mom. So we have Sarah and Lily, and we have cook and clean. The second type is the compound sentence. The compound sentence consists of two or more independent clauses. Look at the example. He works hard, but he doesn't earn enough money. Here we have he works hard and he doesn't earn enough money. Both of them are independent clauses. Note that the main clauses in a compound sentence are joined by a coordinating conjunction, a semicolon, or a colon. But what are the coordinating conjunctions that are used with the compound sentence? You should know this acronym by heart. Fanboys. Every letter here stands for a conjunction. We have for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Let's study these examples together and take care of the conjunctions. You could go to the cinema, or you could buy the new game. I enrolled in geometry, yet I haven't passed algebra. Ali doesn't understand the assignment. He didn't read the instructions. I need a quiet place to study, so I go to the library every day. Our third type for today is the complex sentence. A complex sentence consists of one independent or main clause and one or more dependent or subordinate clause. Look at the example. Although his leg is injured, he can run fast. But what do we mean by a dependent clause? The dependent clause or subordinate clause also contains a subject and a verb, but it can't stand alone as a sentence. Look at the example again. Although his leg is injured, this is a dependent part. It has a subject, it has a verb, but it can't stand alone. It doesn't have a meaning. To join the parts of the complex sentence, we use subordinating conjunctions, such as because, after, until, therefore, however, as soon as, if, while, since, unless, due to, etc. If a sentence begins with a dependent clause, put the comma after this clause. If, on the other hand, the sentence begins with an independent clause, there is not a comma separating the two clauses. We don't need it. Look at these examples. The underlined red part is a dependent clause. After a lot of practice, Joe still misses the target. If I were rich, I'd buy a new car. The football match was cancelled because it was raining. My dad laughed when I told a joke. In a complex sentence, the subordinate clauses can be adjectival clauses or adverbial clauses. In the first example, I helped the man who fainted in the street. Here, we have an adjectival clause. I describe the man. However, in the second example, it's an adverbial clause. Unless you run fast, you will miss the bus. The last type is the compound complex sentence. A compound complex sentence contains at least two independent clauses and at least one dependent or subordinate clause. In other words, it's a compound sentence with a dependent or subordinate clause. As it's clear, it's a combination of a compound and a complex sentence. In each of these sentences, you can see two independent clauses and a dependent one. The first example, we won the game, the first independent. But my uniform was muddy, the second, because it rained the entire time. This is the dependent clause. The same applies to the second example. After our trip to the beach, school started back and I was excited to see my friend. This type of sentences is usually used to elevate a writer's credibility, especially in academic writing. Finally, I'd like to thank you very much for your precious time. You can also check our previous videos on the channel, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You're also invited to follow us on social media sites. Thanks again. See you soon. Goodbye.